It's a concept that I came up with as a result of me trying to regroup on Ann Kinnear Book 5. So Ann Kinnear Book 5, Serpent's Tooth, came out in April. And it was, I would say, the book that I threw out the most words in the process of doing.
Oh, that
And
hurts.
so my previous book had come out in April of last year. I had a goal of getting a book out every 6 months. I had planned to get it out in October, and then that wasn't going to happen. And it was November, and then it was December. I was determined I was going to get it out before the 1-year anniversary of the previous book in the series. And I beat it by like 3 days because I thought I had my story all in place. I started writing it, and then I realized that I fell prey to the what would be cooler dilemma. And I think it's the responsibility that every author has that if you think of something cooler, you owe it to your readers to do it. And I had sent my book 5 out to my editor for the edit, and he sent it back and was complimentary about certain parts, but he wasn't buying the motivation of one of the characters. And it was a motivation that was important to the story being plausible and engaging. And so I started rethinking how I could either bolster or adjust the character's motivation. And I thought of a better idea, but then that meant little tendrils into every other part of the story. And so the book ended up probably being 80,000 words, but I bet I wrote 160,000 words trying to get it done.
Yeah.
And it went from fixing an implausible character motivation to things like I had a woman who was pregnant in the book, and in the version that my editor saw, she was just barely pregnant. And so when people found out that she was pregnant, they were surprised.
Yeah.
And then in the final version, she's very pregnant. And then I had to go through and find you don't want somebody being surprised when someone's 8.5 months pregnant. Oh, I never realized.
Oh
so I had to go fix all those.
You were just fat. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was a very painful process. And so when I started working on book 6, which I'm working on now, still working on now, I thought never again.